Hi, welcome everybody to Big Wild Tai Chi on this fantastic Big Wild weekend, and I hope you're enjoying what is changeable weather. So if I have to run inside with my computer, you'll understand what's happening. But let's hope not. It's nice and clement now. We've got beautiful atmosphere around us, and we're out in the wilds, and that's all that matters. So this is 30 Days Wild, of course, and I hope that you tune into lots of other events throughout the day that we've got lined up for you, and there'll be details on the site and on social media going out all day. So exciting times. And these events are all free, but we do hope if you can really afford it or want to, please donate a little to the Wildlife Trust as well for all of the work that we do on behalf of wildlife and nature and people, of course. And you'll see the link there at the bottom. So that's just a reminder of where we are and what we're about here today. I'm Mike Pratt. I'm a Tai Chi teacher. I happen to work for the Wildlife Trust as well. And it's the way I really use to connect really deeply into nature, because Tai Chi is all about the rhythms of life. It's all based really on the movement of animals and the cycles of nature. And so we do fluid, circular movements, which really sort of bring into our body the energy of nature all around us. We've got flowing water, we've got the air swirling around us, we've got the colours and the vibration of all of the life that lives all around us. Never mind if we're in a city or in a park or by the sea like I am here on a cliff top. We're absolutely surrounded by this energy coming through all of life around us, and of course from within us as well. We are very much part of nature, not separate. So just to prove that, we're just going to really relax into the moment now. So the excitement sort of calms down just for a moment. We're going to have 40 minutes of gentle flowing exercise and gentle breathing, which will help us attune for the rest of the day with nature in a way that perhaps we've not done previously. So we just stand with our feet together and we just roll the shoulders back. And as we do this, we're just walking the feet just gently up and down on the earth, just and rolling the shoulders back and lengthening the arms down the sides of the body, and then just stop and roll them back the other way. All the time tucking the tummy back towards the spine, feeling the spine lengthening up towards the head, and as if you've got a string pulling you up, just lengthening the spine, lengthening the body, keeping everything all in one alignment, and then just stabilize the feet and just rock back and forth a little bit, up onto your toes, back onto your heels, and soften the backs of your knees. We're just getting our body aligned. It's like a tuning instrument for tuning into nature and into natural energy. So we're just getting ourselves, our nervous system aligned with that. And now sinking into the earth and just bending the knees a little bit, and then opening the fingers and out from the body, opening the armpits, and then pulling the stomach back to the spine, coming up in a nice stretch up to welcome in the day. The fingers touch, and then we come down through the middle with the palms closed. It's called at one-ment. And I guess it's a reminder that we're all one with nature and ourselves. We always give a little bow to give thanks really for all that nature is. Because it is amazing, isn't it? And we sink the weight onto the left side and open to the right. And align the feet just wider than the shoulders. And we're just going to expand and contract the arms. So it's as if we're sitting on a little horse, or it's a horse riding stance. More like a little pony, I think. And we just relax the arms and open. And as we do this, we align with the breath. So breathe in as we expand and breathe out as we come in. It's called the bellows breath. You can see why. It's as if the whole body is breathing as one instrument. And take a pause in between my talking just to listen to the surroundings. I've got flowing water here next to me, which is always helpful, but also birds You might hear gulls and goldfinches and all sorts here today, but we'll just focus on the body, the breath, and body breathing itself as we expand and contract. And then let's just throw that over ourselves. If we're throwing water over ourselves, circling the arms backwards. Breathe in and breathe out. All relaxed. So Tai Chi really only works properly when we're very relaxed. So even though it looks like I might be holding some strength in my arms, it's not tightness. We want to soften. You imagine your arms really softening and the whole body softening and lightening as we do these moves. And the more we do this soft movement, the more our natural energy flows through our body. It's like picking up the energy of the air and throwing it around us. So this is we're just activating the energy of our body and our connection to the earth. It's often called activating the chi flow, energy flow in the body, the flow of life. Okay, and now come back in. Just shake your shoulders, make sure you're nice and relaxed. And now palms to the earth and up to the heart and down. As we do this, we just extend the legs a little bit as well. So lifting the chi, as it's called. Breathe in and breathe out. So we do this as an opening move to remind our body to align with our energy. In these postures, our body naturally aligns and the breathing starts to work in unison with the movement. Raising the chi, it's often called. So let's raise it a bit higher. Let's come right up and then down. And as you do this and you sink a little bit and you come up, you can see a wave of energy moving up the spine, or feel one anyway. This feeling of loosening and rolling energy up the body. You have to use your imagination. It helps just to visualize what you might think of as a flow of white light through the body. You can't really see, but feel it maybe moving through the arms and into the fingers. And this time, bring the arms up to the heart, together almost, and then separate and push down. So this is very much where we earth the chi. We earthing ourselves, making that connection back to earth. So all we're doing is like sitting on a horse and pumping slight energy up through our knees. Everything's nice and straight up the spine. And we're just using our arms to paddle Tai Chi energy around us. Nice and easy. So if you learn nothing else today, then this is a good start. But we're going to do a little bit more. So make sure you're nice and comfy. You can move. Pick your feet up, give them a shake. If you get stiff, then the body's not working properly anyway. And then we're just going to turn from the waist and tap on the gates of life, on the kidneys, which resonate obviously with the water element. So we've only got 40 minutes today, and it soon runs out that time. But we can give you an introduction. So Tai Chi, really, the whole sequences we use, there are many forms of Tai Chi, developed in China over 5,000 years or more, and adapted all over the world in different systems, also allied to Qigong or Qigong. Just move the weight, one leg to the other. As we do this, we glance over the shoulder behind us. This gives us a nice stretch and moves the energy from one side of the body to the other. The left is the yin side, the right is the yang. So a mixture of the opposing forces that govern everything in the universe, purportedly. And then just pick up one foot and then the other as we do this. Monkey posture. And loosen the arms, just really let them flow, a nice momentum. And bring the leg back, one side, then the other. So this is important, it strengthens what we call the quad region, the tops of the legs and into the stomach and lower back, which really power the body physically. So this tapping and circular movement, moving now, holding, as if you can visualize holding a sphere of light or even a beach ball in your hands, or a golden sun or a silver moon. The descriptive language is all very visionary in Tai Chi, so that it sort of activates our imagination, so we get internal flow as well as external. So just lightly holding this ball and moving from side to side, and then we're going to swim through the air, one arm and then the other, just swimming, keeping the lower body quite still and pushing across the body, opening the palms and bringing the fingers back towards the heart. And then just move the body, pump the legs, nice soft flowing movement of the arms, effortless action. That's what we talk about. Only 70% effort. The 70% rule. Don't try too hard. And then the palms upwards, juggling the chi, one arm back, one arm forward. And bring it in. And just circle the energy. One arm, and then the other one coming in. As if you're pushing the air away a little bit, one side and then the other. Really effortless. You can move the legs as well at the same time. Just in random movements, little zigzags on the floor, just to get a sense of the whole body moving with the chi. Slow it down. And then see if you can pick up in one palm a bit of energy from the air and then push away across the bottom of the body. So we move over, change over the hands, sweep across, scooping hands, or sometimes called cloudy hands, moving like a cloud across the sky. Just a few little postures and a few parts of systems, which we may do for an hour each, to really generate energy in the body. It's a clearing exercise as well, like yoga. Clears the mind as well as the body. Slows us down to a more natural pace. Okay, let's push one elbow and push the other one. One hand in the cleave of one arm and then the other, moving the energy one side to the other, pushing elbows, and then coming up into a spiral above the head. Might tinkle the fingers as if it's his raining, golden rain of the light coming through the clouds, and then swirl down, moving the weight one leg to the other, bringing it all in as if you're sweeping energy into the heart, and then hold. So just hold and then come in a little bit, breathe in, gather, push down, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out, and sink the breath. Breathe in, a nice deep breath. Breathe in and breathe out. This will always calm you in any situation. So bear that in mind. Okay, so we're going to go into a little Qigong sequence now. Okay, so it's a very simple one. We open again to, it can be wider than shoulder like this before, or just a little bit, a leg triangle, which is just a bit wider than the shoulders apart. Okay, and we're going to do something appropriate to the Wildlife Trust. This is butterfly sweeping. And we bring the fingers, with the fingers extended, and sink into our posture and close to the body, probably 3-4 inches away from the body. And we sweep over the back of the head and then down the back, up the legs and the front. And we do this for a little while. It's like a body scan. If you might have done them in mindfulness or in yoga, you're almost scanning to tune in through your palms. Any part of the body that feels a little bit out of alignment, maybe a little bit tired. If you've been camping, probably your whole body feels a bit out of alignment. Unless you've got a very, very comfortable sleeping bag or whatever. Sometimes you can feel a little bit out of joint when you're camping, I often think. Nothing like sleeping in nature though, is there? Hearing the sounds of nature. And I think even just being out like that, you tune into the energy. I did a lot of work with Arctic foxes in Iceland, and we camped for a few weeks, and the Arctic foxes would come up and pull and try to eat the tent when you were in it. It was quite funny, really. Poke their faces in. Certainly got you close to nature. You felt like you were part of the fox clan. So, keeping the breath nice and regular. Don't force the breath, just allow it to rise with the hands and come back down. Nice clear breath. We try to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth when we're starting Tai Chi. In the end, if you're more practiced and you've done these things before, then you should be able to breathe in and out of the nose all the time. And that is the healthier breath. It's like babies breathe, breathing from the stomach and in and out through the nose. Okay, let's widen this now. So we bring the hands a bit further away from the body and out. We go from the physical to the more emotional body. You know, how are we feeling today? So our body might be smooth as flowing water, but maybe our emotions and our mind isn't. Clarity is what we seek. Through our practice, we try to get a clear mind. And we don't try at all, just allow it to happen. The more you try in life, the sometimes harder it is to achieve certain things. So this is about going back to basics, keeping it simple. So if your knees are sore or anything like that, then don't dip too low. Just do it nice and standing up so you don't dip the knees at all. And don't lean too far back with the back if the lower back's sore. You just have to listen to your body whenever you do any exercise. And now we come much further away and look up between our hands and open and sort of dive in. You can see sort of a big butterfly like the painted ladies we've had in the garden recently, and red admirals, the migratory ones with the bigger wings. Mind, they're never this slow, are they? Very difficult to catch up with when you want to photograph one. They pick up the chi as soon as they see you and they're off. Never mind. Breathing in. And all the time smiling inwardly to yourself, even if not outwardly. Culturing the sense of an inner smile. Really just smiling at life, because it can be quite difficult at times. We've had a very difficult and challenging year, haven't we? So, and it's still going on. So cultivating this sense of not taking life too seriously. You only have to watch the Dalai Lama or someone like that, these spiritual teachers, and they're always laughing about things. Okay, even how difficult their lives are or have been, they're always taking it lightly and allowing things just to unfold. These are the principles of Tai Chi and yogic practice, going with the flow. And it's not easy to do that. So now we're going to open up a little bit, look up at the sky, open, move the wrists back and dive in like a swallow or a swift. And we can do it a little faster. Breathe in, get some faster energy going. This upward movement resonates with the liver energy, with the growth, the woody growth within all of nature. Water, wood, and the breathing, of course, the metal energy of the lungs. The 5 main elements. The earth, of course, is the other one. And the fire, which you tend to feel in the heart. We're complex beings, aren't we? Physical, emotional, energetic bodies, spiritual bodies, all of these different layers of existence. And then bring it in. And just wind your feet in a little bit, so you're just shoulder width apart. And just maybe move your legs a little bit while you're holding this ball still. You might now get a sensation that there is something on or in your hands. It's the sort of, I suppose it's just the nerves and the magnetic energy coming through your veins with the blood moving. You start to get pins and needles a little bit. Or a sense that you're holding something. Maybe it's your, I don't know, energy. Literally in your hands. Your life in your hands. Okay. Just bring your knees up and push that energy behind. And want to move the whole of the body first thing in the morning. It's a monkey climbing the tree, apparently. They're better out than this one. Okay, all observations from nature. White cranes feature a lot. Okay, let's bring it in. Breathe in, gather, and breathe out. Breathe in, and breathe out. Breathe in, and out. And this time just put one hand over the other, just below the navel point. This is sort of the energy center of the body. So it's like bringing it back to base, bringing it into this reservoir of energy that then powers and resonates through the whole body. Okay, so we build on that now. So we're going to do a small part of a small sequence called the Golden Sun. And we start again by stretching the body up and coming down. And just open, just to start, just shoulder width apart. We're going to just stretch the body first. Just before we go into Golden Sun, we're going to do some stretching Qigong. So just push up towards the sky. This growth energy again. So breathing in, lifting, and just over the heart, pushing the hands upwards, turning the palms at the heart. Sinking into the knees, breathe in, turn the palms and push up. So this is always a really good one if you've been traveling in the car a long time and you stop at the services or in a lay-by. It doesn't really matter what anybody else thinks. Do your little stretches just to realign your body so that your nervous system and blood circulation and everything starts to work properly. Push up and out. And this time we'll go on to the toes. So come up onto the toes. If you do this with the breath, then it's much easier to balance. So breathing in, extend with the breath upwards and out. And doesn't it feel good this time of the morning, or even earlier, to stretch and open the body? Just aware of your breathing, coming in and out through the nostrils if you can, or in through the nostrils, out through the mouth. So whole body breathing exercise, Tai Chi. Raising the heels, just to give us that stretch. And now, come down and open. And we're going to circulate the energy first. 3 times. And then breathe in up. Look between your palms. Come down to your shoulder. Push it behind. Just bend as if your arms then are holding a great ball of energy or light on the back. And then just straighten the legs, look down to the earth. And down to the shoulders, behind. Just looking down to the earth, and then as we breathe in, bringing that. And again, just circulating this energy. It behind. And again, down. And just churn it once. This time, we go up onto the toes like we did before, but with wider legs. And we push it down with our palms, and then we keep the knees bent as we look at the earth, and then come up with the breath. And the golden sun, allowing the light to expand within us. This feeling of spaciousness and connection with all of life's rhythms. Extend and down. And this time, when we come up, we'll churn once more. And then we'll do a little bit of flying. So this time we bring the hands to the middle. And don't touch. And we just bring the arms out to the side. To the middle. Breathe in and onto the toes. Flying bird. I like to think of a barn owl gliding along a hedgerow, flying along its invisible aerial grid, and then coming up a little bit more, we may be coming to gull territory or crow. Keeping the shoulders down from the ears. So as we raise the arms, we just want to raise them really from the armpits outwards. And be aware of the fingertips, opening, and then coming up. So this is flying crane. or heron maybe. We're very lucky here on the coast. We see a lot of migration, and we actually had some cranes fly past the house about a month ago. It was very exciting. Breathing in, breathing out. Last one. And this time, bring the hands in, push down as if you're pushing a ball into water, open, and just open and hold, as if you're holding a rainbow, and just move from the waist, gazing up between your palms and your fingers. Imagine connection of light, coloured light between your fingertips, and then flick down, come up again, push. This time we just come up to the throat and open, and just relax the legs, push the tummy back towards the spine, and just relax the shoulders down. Allow the shoulder blades to go down the back, and then stretch. Even the knees, not quite stiff or straight, but almost. Extending upwards. And then slowly bringing it down and holding this golden sun in our palms. So we're just going to do a couple more little bits of this. I want to just finish you with showing you some actual Tai Chi. We did some at the start, but we'll go back to that now. We've only got a few more minutes, so we've done our opening, we've done some stretching, we've some activation of energy in the body and warmed it up through. We've got alignment, we've got the breath working with the flow. Hopefully all of those things. It's a lot, isn't it, on the first session? And we've done some really nice, I think, Qigong. So now we'll go back to doing a little bit of Tai Chi sequence, working with what we've learned. And so we just open again into horse riding stance. And we're going to start in the way that we started the whole sequence. So breathing in, breathing out. Let's do this 3 times. So the wrists and everything are nice and relaxed. The sense of energy coming up the back and powering us in a gentle way. This time, hands come up and they fold back. Up and fold back. And again. And then this time, nice and relaxed and balanced. The left hand floats up and crosses the body, and then the right hand comes across and we bring the feet together. And we just step out slightly and move across. One hand up, one hand below. Right hand up, left hand down. And then moving across to the other side, we change the hands over. So we're just moving the weight from one side of the body to the other. And changing the hands over. Step in with the left and step out. Moving hands like clouds and stepping at the same time. Move the right leg in and step. They used to do this years ago in between some of the programs on BBC Two. Probably a lot of people can't even remember that, but it did look impressive. And now this time we're going to step back to one side, and the right leg's forward, the left hand's back, and we're just going to push an ocean wave. And then we grasp it between our palms and push forward. So we're pushing to the side, breathing in, breathing out, pushing an ocean wave. Again, for you marine enthusiasts, this will come natural. You've watched so many waves, I'm sure you can do this. It's just it's a dragon stance, so a right leg in front of the left, and you're just easing back and pushing forwards. And then we move to the other side. One hand, step, and again. So bring the energy back and push, breathe in and push, pushing an ocean wave. So this is the start of the infinite Tai Chi form, as we call it, one of them, based on Chen style. Now turn to the front, and one hand goes up to touch the sky, and the other at the earth, and then into the heart and open, as if you're embracing and welcoming in the stuff of life. And then we bring the feet together into the heart and then out again. And then gently push the arms out. The right hand goes up, the left hand goes to just underneath our energy point in the lower part of the body. We bring the hand slowly down. And then push out to the horizon. And then the other hand comes up. Bring both hands into the heart. Oh, this will be hard, I know, the first time, but it's just nice to have a go. And now we bend down and we go round and round. This is called wheels within wheels. It's a nice feeling, a nice practice anyway. 3 the other. 2 and 3. Let the left hand drift up and the right hand come down and hold the golden sun. Just hold it there in front. Then move from the right to the left and move the hands one over the other as if you're stroking water along a stream. And the right hand moves out. We just together and hold the sun. And the other hand drifts across and we hold the moon. So the sun and moon perfectly balanced either side of the body. That's the first part of our Tai Chi sequence. So I'm afraid we're getting now to the end of the program. It's the end for us, but it's not, because there's lots of things going on all day. So do tune in, do see the social media links, and obviously on the website for 30 Days Wild. Just bring the hands into the heart and just calm the breath. And again, if you can donate, then that's brilliant as well. But it's a pleasure to do these activities for you, to really try to help you and everybody get really closer to nature. That's all we're about. If we love it, we'll save it, is really what we would say in Tai Chi or anything else. So thank you very much for joining us today, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your wild weekend. Thank you. I think we're just about there. If we're not, just bring the energy in. Breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Just relax into the moment. When anything gets too much, just bring it back to the breath. So that's me now, Mike Pratt, signing off at this Big Wild Tai Chi event. Thank you very much for watching.